Good morning, everybody. It's about, I don't know, minus 25. I need to run to the pharmacy. How do you like the new point of view? Figured I'll try it out. I just got a new fat bike. I call it the Urban Yeti. It's a Norco Bigfoot, but here's the great thing. I just got a rack for it. It's an Axiom Fatliner. This rack is really cool. It has a plate underneath the rack with pre-drilled holes to mount your accessories. Guess where this camera's mounted? Just go ahead, take a guess. Right there on that back plate. How cool is that? So anyway, I'm just heading to the pharmacy, maybe grab something to eat. I'm hungry. Minus 25, dressed for the weather, already getting warm. It snowed, I don't know how much, a couple feet in the last 2 weeks. It's been crazy weather, but good for fat bikes. I like this fat bike. At least the sidewalks are finally clear. It took a couple days. It's still dirty though, full of all that sand. I guess good thing for everyone walking all that sand, it's harder to fall, you know? Anyway, gonna take just mostly the side streets downtown. It's a bit easier, less traffic, you know? More hills, but less traffic. So we'll see how that goes. Join me all the way. I'm gonna go there, do what I gotta do, maybe stop for some dinner, I don't know yet. If I kind of feel like it, I will. Those snowbanks, they're so high you can barely see over them. I walk my daughter down this road to get to school. Kids get off the bus right here. You can't even see their mom standing there, I swear. It's gotten a lot, that's for sure. Man, this bike ride's smooth in the snow. It's a lot better than what my mountain bike was, even with the studded tires. It's a lot more stable, a lot more solid, a lot more grip. It's really cool, I love it. I have my last video, one user commented that they're thinking of getting a fat bike. Buddy, if you're watching this now, I'm on a fat bike, obviously. Get it, you won't regret it. But especially if you're like me and commute everywhere on a bike, a fat bike is great in the snow. It's great for all conditions, really. Winter, spring, summer, fall. The wide tire, the huge tires. My bike is totally rigid, no suspension at all, but I don't feel the bumps with a little bit of, I might have maybe 9 PSI in my tires. I don't feel the bumps. The tires just soak them up, I love it. It's something more than I can say for a bike with suspension, that's for sure. I wonder what those cops are doing up to Balmoral again. Who knows, they're there daily. Honestly, they're pretty much there daily at building. Oh well, none of my business. All I know is that building used to be full of seniors, and now it's just, who knows, I've never been in there. Well, so I'm just waiting on a snowbank to move, but typical Sudbury. Snowbank right in the middle of the sidewalk. The ironic thing about this snowbank is that co-op is owned by the city. So the city clears the parking lot. The city is the one that put that snowbank in the sidewalk. There wasn't no private contractor. It was the city that actually put it there, and they didn't bother to clean it up. So much for your accessibility award or your old, whatever they call it. The city apparently recently won a seniors award. The city's good for seniors. Yeah, I'd like to see grandma on her scooter or somebody in a walker, even mom, 24-year-old mom with a stroller. I had to get off my bike and pick it up to get over that thing. It's been there for a week. I've called the 311 about it. Still not cleaned up. Either way, senior friendly my butt. That's all I need to say about that. What do you think about the new point of view so far? I like it. It gives me a different, different vibe to the ride. Don't get me wrong. I like having the front view. Kind of get to see what's coming. Maybe some anticipation. But I like this rear view because, well, like this car, if you commute or whatever on the road, you can get a license plate if they hit you or come too close to you or just drive right behind you. You got that proof to give to police that they're right there. I like that. I think I'm going to keep this camera, make it a mix for my videos from now on. I want to see how this looks in the trails. But for a city view, it's pretty good. I can see in front of me. I can't see behind me. And unfortunately, most injuries to bikes from cars come from behind. This is a good point of view. Just to kind of cover yourself if something happens. Whew. This street has no sidewalk, so I'm forced onto the road. It's kind of funny in a weird sort of way. The city won't plow the the bike lanes because there's not enough of them. They don't meet up. They don't all join together, but yet we have roads without sidewalks and they plow the sidewalks where we have them. I don't know, I think that was a little bit of a cheap cop-out on their part to not have to pay for it. Either way, their problem. I'm fully allowed to use my bike however I want. So are most other people. I'm almost at Melvin Street. That's another road actually that only has, part of it has no sidewalks and half of it has a sidewalk. Spent a lot of time in this area growing up. Holy cow. I say growing up, I'm 43, or at least getting on 43. I'll be there soon. It seems so long ago. I was in high school. I spent a lot of time in this area in high school. So far this view's good. Nice and stable. No troubles, it's not bouncing around and the camera hasn't flipped or anything. I like it. I'm gonna keep it. Let me know, again, let me know what you think. I want to hear your input. Just making my way downtown. Remember that song? And cross some train tracks here. Not even a stutter out of the camera. That's a good solid rack, right? If I can mount a camera to a bike rack, like a rear rack that goes over the tire, go over train tracks and doesn't even stutter. That's good proof right there that it's a good rack. You Again, the Axiom Fatliner. Made in Canada. So for all of you Canucks out there, I know we're still doing the whole ban the US product stuff. I like this. I like this rack. Made in Canada from a lot of recycled materials. I'll be doing a full review on it more after I use it. Right now it's just, this is actually my first ride out with it. I just put it on, what was it, 2 days ago? I'll be doing a good coverage of it. I got just a trunk bag for whatever I need to buy at the pharmacy, pick up my medication, throw it in the trunk bag. Gave the camera a shot. Had to finagle some different GoPro mounts, but yeah, I figured it out. Nice and stable. So if you want a good honest truth review on this, stay tuned for later. It's coming, trust me. Now I'm back on the sidewalk, by the way. If you can't tell, it just blends into the road, doesn't it? I hate this when people do this, park on the sidewalk. Just such little room to get around. Oh well, it is what it is. This intersection, oh, I call this, it's just a death trap. Honestly, going straight is not straight. You have to go left a little to go straight. It's crazy, especially as someone on foot. That car was blocking the access to the sidewalk, so I couldn't quite get to it. I had to go around. Hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Now I'm on Mackenzie Street. I know this street well. Still high snow banks. I thought they were clearing them downtown. Close enough to downtown, I guess this doesn't count. Man, this Bigfoot handled that hill like a champ. Now I'm going downhill. I love going uphill on this fat bike. It's got 11 gears. It's mind-boggling to me. You know, not that it's not common anymore. You know, but it's all new to me. I'm used to riding like 21 speeds there with, you know, three chain rings up front and 7 gears in the back. It's just they're not built for climbing. I love this Bigfoot. Good solid bike, that's for sure. And the brakes. Combined with the fat tires, they grip this snow when stopping. Like you wouldn't believe. I'm going downhill and I can stop as if I were on flat pavement. Really, really, really cool. I guess by now I'm about at Baker Street. Getting there. Yep, there's a stop sign. This building, whew, if you look on the left side there's Sudbury Secondary. It's a high school I used to go to. It's funny, they put a giant mural of Alex Trebek on the school. You remember Alex Trebek? How can you forget? He hosted Jeopardy for so long. But they use such a younger picture of him, it almost doesn't look like it. Here it comes on the next wall after all the windows. But it just, I don't think it looks like him at all, but it is him. There it is. It's really cool. He went to that high school, so like they just in memory of him, they painted this huge mural of him. Another silly road crossing in Sudbury. It's funny. This is a laneway. It's one way. Don't enter, but so many people go both ways. Oof, it's a death trap. But what part of Sudbury isn't? I don't know. Whoever designed the road grid and the sidewalks must have been blind. Can you imagine? There's meters here. Can you imagine parking on the side of this road, being in the pedestrian seat trying to get out against these snowbanks? Oh, my favorite sub shop. Might stop there for a sub. I've been going there since I was in high school. They have this huge sub, the Almighty. It's worth the near $20 it costs. Like for the sub, a drink, and everything. The way I eat now, I can easily get 2 meals out of that one sub. It's packed. All right. We're at the pharmacy, or at least the block it's on. There's the Soundwave, or Sound Lab studio, which is whatever. There, that's the Grand Theater. Can you believe more bands that come to Sudbury go into that building instead of our arena to play? I mean, it's a theater. It's built for audio. It's built for sound. It used to be a grand theater. Now it's just a nightclub. They ripped out all the seating and stuff. But the last concert I went to was Michael Good Band. Really good. Anyway, we're at the pharmacy, so I'm just gonna run in, grab what I need, see you on the other side, okay? I'm back. If only it was that quick. Honestly, if only it was that quick. Anyway, I just grabbed what I needed. Yelled at a security guard. Again, it's always the same guy. I go in with my bike, and the same bloody security guard tells me you're not allowed in here. Not just, hello, we have a store policy, you can't have bikes. No, just, you're not allowed. My bike's my mobility aid. It's no different than a wheelchair in this country. Anyway, there's the studio, the Sound Labs. My band used to practice there. It's really cool. They have lots of practice rooms in the basement, locked. You can leave you could just leave your gear in the basement behind a locked door. And there's a recording studio in there as well. Loved it. I kind of miss playing my 90s grunge band. We were known as Nickel City Grunge. We played a lot of 90s grunge music. Time for that sub. What? Just, alright. It's closed. Closed on Sundays. No sub for me, I guess. It's really too bad because I was craving one. Oh well, I'll move on and find somewhere else to go. Depressed. Just depressed. Oh well. There's 100 other places to go. Now I'm just waiting for the light. Gotta hit the bag button and everything just across the street. Yeah, you see that lump? I don't know if you can see it very well, but it was a pretty good lump. The bike just went over it. No problem at all. Ate it. Just ate it like yesterday's freaking snack. Like a 3-year-old on a cookie. That's the best way I could put it. Alright, I don't think I've decided what I want. I've been craving a burger for a long time. And just honestly, McDonald's, Burger King, and all those fast food places just don't cut it. I'm trying to think, where's a good place to go? I'm just gonna head back towards home. See what I see. I mean, for all I know, some new places opened up. You can barely see that car behind that snowbank. It's so dangerous. Like if you're, especially if you're a child walking, you know, across the street here to get to the apartment buildings. It's so dangerous. At least there's a set of lights at the crossing. You can't see a kid standing there, right there. You can't see a kid standing there from afar. Stupid. You'd think the city could clear crossings just for the sake of anyone who's short. You don't even have to be a kid. I know so many short women that barely meet 5'5". No. Blew by those doors to get to the food court. Yeah, there's nothing good in there I want anyway. The closest thing they have to a burger is A&W. Across Notre Dame. I figure I get on the road, the light's green, you get halfway across, it just starts changing. I'm heading up, I think this is Mountain Street. Pretty sure that's what it, yeah, it's Mountain Street the whole way. Now, so many streets change names as soon as you hit a stop sign or something, or a set of lights, and it's the same bloody road. It's funny how car headlights do that. It just crazy. Some headlights, they look like strobe lights to a camera. I always get a laugh out of it seeing it on camera. They look normal, you know, when you're looking at them. I'm just on the road here instead of the sidewalk because I saw somebody walking. Normally, as you see every other time, I'm on the sidewalk. I hate biking on the road. But I also hate going around people if I don't have to. Some of them, most of them I should say, are pretty forgiving. I've allowed like 120 decibel horn. I'll just beep at them from a good 50 feet back. And they'll there they are. And they'll step aside, but they also had a dog with them, and who knows how the dog's going to react to such confined spots. Plus, I also know this sidewalk ends right after the apartment building here. It's one of those streets that only has half a sidewalk. There's more of those flashing lights. And it's crazy. It's also one of those streets that doesn't have a sidewalk on the other side. It's too bad the trail's closed. They're doing some kind of maintenance. It runs right through here. I normally take the trail home and to downtown. It's just so much quieter. No traffic, no street lights. None of that nonsense. Well, there goes that sidewalk. Yeah, leave a bus stop right there. You need to stand on the road to catch the bus. That's standard Sudbury. Unfortunately. It's scary, this town. I remember when my daughter was a baby walking through this on roads without sidewalks, having to walk on the road, or even with roads with sidewalks in winter, having to walk on the road with, by that time she would have been 8 months old. Scary. And yet they won an award for seniors, accessibility for seniors and stuff like that. No, I don't think so, buddy. Well, you know what? I made up my mind. I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm going to Pita Land for dinner tonight. So coming up to, I don't know what this street's. I know there's Leslie Street I gotta get to. You gotta go left at the stop coming up. But I honestly can't tell you the name of the road in between. Yeah, I'm gonna go to Pita Land. Maybe a pita would just good solve that craving for beef that I've had. You know, I noticed this ride on mostly this road, but the cars, they seem to be giving lots of room. That's not normal. Not for Sudbury, anyway. Maybe drivers are getting the hint. Fingers crossed, considering the city just put out a bulletin to drivers, hey, you gotta stop for pedestrians at crosswalks less than half of you are, and you gotta give bikes more space. That's pretty cool. I can't believe far less than 50% of cars are actually stopping at active pedestrian crosswalks. It's crazy. Alright, I made it to Leslie Street. Close. Right here is an access to the trail. I just jumped down before this bridge, but it's blocked off. You can even see the sidewalk over the snowbank. It's a nice trail. I've got lots of videos going down it. This road's nice and clear. Just do casual riding. I'm in no hurry, honestly. What do I care? I'll take my time. Making our right turn. this is fun. Minus 25. I'm huffing and puffing, just sweating. But I can't get enough of it. Love not having a car anymore too. I had to get rid of it. Driving it was giving me seizures. I drive to the grocery store, and later that night I go to bed. Guaranteed, boom, have a seizure when I have it. Have a nap afterwards or go to bed at night. It's just an expense not worth having if you can't use it. Now I just do this. No, it's not that bad in the winter, honestly. Even at the current temperature, around minus 25-ish. 3 days ago, holy cow, it was beyond minus 30. It was close to minus 40. It was crazy. Crazy cold. But it's northern Ontario, so what do you expect? Right? It's almost funny. You talk to people not from Canada, and it's almost like they think that it's always that cold. Like winter anyway. It's always too cold to go outside. But no, we get a couple days of that. It's it. I like the reactions. The reactions I get when you tell people that digging out a hole in a snowbank or living in an igloo or whatever, because the Inuits way up in the Yukon, the territories, Nunavut and all that whole area way up there, they still do it. It's nice and warm. It shields the wind. You can have a fire in them if you build it right. They keep you nice and warm. They don't believe me. Well, here I am at Pita Land. I'm going to grab some dinner. Sounds good to me. See you on the other side. Okay. Dinner had. Turns out they actually serve beef hamburgers. I didn't know. I've only ever had burrito bowls or burritos, wraps and stuff. And it turns out Pita Land has beef burgers. They're pretty darn good too. They're not. I watched the guy cook it. It's not even a frozen patty or anything. It's just a chunk of beef. They slap on the grill and squish it together as it's cooking. So that's totally different. Totally different. Something I was looking for, that's for sure. Wanted something different, I got it. And bonus, when I walked in the door, the employee who turned out to be the manager didn't say a word about my bike. All he asked was, can you please keep the wet bike off the carpets? We just got them washed. Okay, fair enough. I could park it on the floor, no big deal. Just move it 2 feet back. I wish more stores were like that. Just don't even ask questions, Don't assume somebody belongs under your blanket ban. So, thumbs up to Pita Land. And thumbs down to the city. Look at all that crap on the sidewalk. How are you going to get through that with a walker? It's thicker than it looks, and it's chunky. It's slippery, it's chunky, it's thick. If you can believe it or not, And if you notice crossing the street, there's a bike lane under that snowbank. I don't know why the city's bothering building them if we can't use them all year, to be honest. But yeah, I'm all for them spending more money on the bike lanes than the freaking roads. We have more than enough. More than enough of the roads. Those stacks are pretty cool. This is the flour mill area, Sudbury. Those things used to get full of, you know, grains and flour and stuff. They're not used anymore. Apparently, according to my more experienced mother, this whole area used to be farmland, including the swamp behind Burger King. It's all a swamp there. So neat little history bit there. Alright, beg button to cross the street. There's a messed up intersection. There's no sidewalk on the other side of the road, but there's a road crossing for pedestrians. Like if you want to go straight through like I am, there's no sidewalk on this side of the road. It's crazy. So what I do, instead of sitting in the roadway, I just, you know, hit the beg button, wait an hour, at least it feels an hour, and look over my shoulder, make sure no cars are going straight through, and jump onto the road. What else can I do? Finally, I can go. Feels like forever when you're sitting there and it's minus 25 or colder. Gives you chills because you're sweating, so you're just sitting there. You're not creating more heat. It feels colder than what it is. Whatever. Facts of life. Biking in winter as a commuter. It's still fun though. Really. If you don't do it, I'd recommend it even a couple days a week or whatever. A short trip into the corner store. You don't have to do what I did and sell your car. I did that for medical purposes. But I know lots of people who will bike to work or bike to the corner store, and then if they got a long trip to go or 3 kids to throw in the back. This bozo, thank you. I'm almost pulling into me. Anyway, throw 3 kids in the car to go to the grocery store. You're probably gonna want a car. My daughter, thankfully, I love it. She rides with me. She'll go all the way across town with me. She's such a great kid. Already is asking me for a fat bike. Maybe one day. She bikes to school every day, at least without this junk all over the sidewalks. Needs a better bike to do it first. Look at that. I'm back to where I started. That first corner I took when we started, I'm right back at the same street. Just went in a big circle. Oh, this was a fun ride. Again, I'm on the road. There's bike lanes underneath these snowbanks, but I never use them. The city calls them paved shoulders and edge lining, was what they call the paint. So they make a bike lane, they put up signs that say bike route, but cars are legally allowed to park in the bike lane. What kind of BS is that? I'm not going in a bike lane where I have to dodge cars. Because, well, there's this thing, ask around with bikers, going around will get you killed. Yeah, I'm not doing that. People don't watch when they're pulling out. They don't watch when they're getting out of their cars. Traffic behind you. No. Adds too much unnecessary risk when I can just stay on the sidewalk. Well, this was a fun ride. This rack is holding up really well. The camera hasn't moved. Perfect. I love it. So again, please tell me. I want your opinion on this point of view. I'm going to use it more, that's for sure, especially running errands around town. Once I get a bit more adventurous, I'm going to go fat biking and use this point of view. I mostly go alone. It's not like I have 30 friends to go with. So you'll be seeing the trail after I pass it, not what's coming up. I'm just interested what you think of that. This Axiom Fatliner back rack held up really good. I got stuff in my bag and it's not affecting it whatsoever. Perfect news. So, hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, like Jerry Springer says, take care of yourself and each other, guys.